I'll now cut across to our correspondent Idris Loan, who's joining us from Srinagar. Idris, the line of control ceasefire violations, which we have been talking about and reporting on since 12 consecutive nights, today being the 13th night, and we've heard shelling. This is for the first time. Pakistan also violated the ceasefire across the international border with India. That happened a few days back, but today we've also heard shelling along with Operation Sindoor, which of course has taken place across Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Give us more on what you've picked up.
Well, Shivan, before I give you an update on the line of control, the especially Indigo Airlines has just tweeted and said that due to the changing airspace conditions in the region, the flights, especially from Srinagar and Jammu, it seems Amritsar, Leh, Chandigarh, Dharamshala, the whole northern part of India, basically the flights will be impacted. It seems that the Srinagar airport especially might be closed for all the flights, at least for a day, at least for today. That's what we are hearing. The Indigo making it very clear that it will impact the current conditions in the airspace, will impact the flights that are landing in Jammu and Kashmir, in Ladakh, as well as in Amritsar and Dharamshala. That is what we've heard from the Indigo. It seems all the other airlines will follow the suit, and they will be changing, and their flights would be impacted as well. As I said earlier, also, Shivan, we heard a lot of jets hovering around all the Srinagar city a while ago. It's been quiet for last half an hour now, but Srinagar airport is a defense airport, and it could be used by the Indian Air Forces for the defense purposes, and that's one of the reasons that the flights, especially the commercial flights that come to Srinagar, might be impacted and might be shut for the day at least. On the line of control as well as on the international
before we go to the line of control, I just want to come in
and
get a little more understanding from you. You mentioned that jets were heard across. Can you give us a timeline? What time exactly? Because 1:44 a.m. is when that statement came out from the Indian Armed Forces about Operation Sindoor. What time were these jets heard over Jammu and Kashmir? If you have a rough idea about it.
That's exactly the time, Shivan. Yes, the jets started at actually around 1:30. That is when we heard the sound of the jet. I personally live very close to the airport, and that is where most of the action was, especially with regard to the jets hovering around and taking off and landing. For at least 40 minutes, we did hear jets hovering around all over Srinagar city, especially if I talk about the city. But what we are hearing from our people from different districts, especially in the northern part of Kashmir, they also heard that jets were hovering around all over the northern part of Kashmir as well, and that is where the attacks have taken place. In the northern part of Kashmir is adjacent to the areas which have been attacked in the POK by the Indian Armed Forces. The 9 locations, most of them are very close to the northern part of Kashmir, which were attacked tonight by the forces. On the other hand, if we talk about the timeline, for at least 45 minutes, we could hear the sounds. We did hear 2 explosions as well in Srinagar city. We still don't have any confirmation about what exactly happened, but there was a thud, there was a sound of a blast which everyone in the Srinagar city did hear, and after that we've seen from the last at least 30 to 40 minutes there has been complete silence. There's no movement of any aircrafts, of any jets moving in the air anymore. While as what we are hearing from the line of control as well as on the international border, we're hearing that there is a ceasefire violation that is started from the Pakistani side yet again on the 13th consecutive night. There right now, especially in northern part of Kashmir and Kupwara, we've been told that people have been evacuated from the forward areas. They've been taken to the safer places and asked to remain in the individual bunkers if at all there are any present in those areas. We've also heard from the Indian Army that in the Bimbar Gully there has been a ceasefire violation which has been confirmed by the Indian Army, and they've also retaliated to that ceasefire violation. Across line of control at multiple locations, we are getting the news that Pakistan is resorting to shelling, which earlier was small arms for the last 12 days. But today, after this precision attack that has taken place on the 9 terrorist locations across POK, we've heard that Pakistan has resorted to ceasefire violation at multiple locations. So shelling also.